welcome back. So we're on part 2, and I want you to make sure you've opened up your worksheet because I need to use the answers for question 1 in order to complete the next table that we're going to do. So make sure you've done all of page 163 for number 1. Okay, so I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H here. And if I'm looking at the ratio of circles to squares here, I have my circles to squares here, right? I have 2 circles to 1 square. Just looking at your worksheet, right? And which one do I have more of? I have more circles. Okay, if I'm looking at B, I have 2 circles to 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. I like to write ratios like that. And we definitely have more squares. All right, C, we have 2 circles to 3 squares, and there's more squares. And we have 4 to 5. And we have 3 to 4, 2 to 4. So just making sure you're double checking your work that you did here in writing. And then we have, now this one was a little bit trickier, but we did show this in the last video. So I have 1 to 4. And there's more squares again, and I have 3 to 2, and there's more circles. Okay, so I'm hoping that this makes sense. If you're just double checking G, remember, I can also put them into sets and then compare the sets. Okay, so if I'm looking at part to part and part to whole ratios, in a group of circles and triangles, the ratio of circles to triangles is called a part to part ratio, okay, because I am looking at this part of a group to another part of a group, so 2 triangles, right? Now, if I said I had a group of circles and triangles, and then I said how many circles to shapes are there, now I'm looking at the total amount of things. So I'm looking at the whole. So we can have part to part ratios, and we can have part to whole ratios. So if I'm looking down here, which of these would be part to whole ratios? So just let's read through them here. The ratio of girls to boys in a class. The ratio of girls to students in a class. The ratio of sisters to brothers in a family. The ratio of brothers to siblings in a family. The ratio of triangles to squares in a family. The ratio of triangles to polygons in a group of polygons, the ratio of circles to polygons in a group of shapes. So my part to whole would be girls to students, right? Part to whole. Okay, brothers to siblings, part to the whole group. Triangles to polygons in a group of polygons. Okay, and then if we went back, obviously these ones would all be the part to part, because I have girls to boys in the whole, all of the students. I have sisters to brothers in the whole family, right? I have triangles to squares. And then I have circles to polygons in all the shapes. Okay, so we're looking at part to whole ratios now. And I have circles to all shapes. So I have 3 circles, and in total I have 7 shapes, right? I have how many dark circles? I have 5 dark circles, and I have 9 circles in total. I have small circles to all circles. Okay, so I have 4. Okay, to 7. Now this hopefully reminds you of something. And these part to whole ratios should remind you of fractions. Okay, so we have fractions of the set of circles. So this could be 3, we could write this as 3 sevenths, right? The fractions of the set that is dark circles, so that would be 5 ninths. And the fraction of the set of that are small is 4 sevenths. Now, the part-whole ratio is just like fractions, but with the colon in between. Because fractions only compare parts to whole, not parts to different parts. So a fraction is a special kind of ratio, so ratios are more general than fractions and extend to the whole concept. So later we're gonna compare and order ratios just as you can fractions. All right, that's it. Make sure you finish off the rest of your worksheet and come to the help sessions if you need it. Make sure you also check the answer key.